everybody, back home where I grew up, sitting in basically the exact seat where I sent all of my recruiting letters, all my recruiting emails, was sat on the phone with a bunch of different coaches. I just have clear memories of being in this room during my recruiting process. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to come back here and to kind of have a recruiting recap. I asked the other day on my Instagram, YouTube ideas and things that you guys wanted to hear from me about. Obviously you guys had a treadmill workout earlier this week. Today we're gonna talk about recruiting, and I'm gonna answer some of the questions that I got on my phone. So let's dive right in, and comment below if you have any more, because I can always do recruiting part 2. All right, hi Zini. Let's go. So obviously my recruiting journey, I chose Maryland. I still have way too many clothes of Maryland in my closet, still 3 years out, that I will never get rid of. About 1,000 practice shirts that are probably still a little sweaty. So I thought we could start right off with a bunch of different recruiting questions and just kind of go through. So one question I got asked was by Grace Tuttle, what are the best recruiting camps? And there are so many different options out there for you guys in terms of showcases and camps and clinics and prospect days and elite camps, and there's so many different things going on that I'm sure it can be a little confusing. They didn't have as many options when I was getting recruited. I would suggest, if you have a list of schools that you know you're interested in, go to those prospect camps. It can be in the fall, it can be in the winter, spring, summer. They have all different camps throughout the year. If you know you have like a set 5 or 6 that you're interested in, go to those prospect or elite camps, not the open camps, the prospect or elite camps. Those are usually the ones where coaches are recruiting, where they're looking at players, not just trying to, manage 500, 600 kids. In terms of camps, I've always been a fan of Maximum Exposure. It's held either at Loyola or Maryland, depending on the year. It flip-flops, run by Jen Adams and Kathy Reese. They have a ton of coaches come in. They're your counselors during the day, and then it's all games. So there's a ton of different events and games and ways to be seen in front of the coaches. And when coaches aren't coaching their actual team, they're sitting typically in the middle watching recruiting. So it's a great recruiting opportunity. There's an all-star game at the end. I think that one is awesome. I think Under Armour All-America is another one where, you get to see people from every region. Coaches really like that one because they're getting to see kids from across the country play at a high level. And I think it just gets really great exposure. So those are kind of the two. Under Armour and Maximum Exposure are the two I really suggest to my kids here in Maryland. And then any camps that have like elite or prospect or recruiting attached to it. If you're interested in those colleges, go. Plus you get a free look at campus. The next question I get quite frequently is what to say in an email to a college coach. And I think it all depends on the time. If it's in the summer, if it's before you can talk to them, I think it's, hi, my name is Taylor Cummings. I play on M&D Black 2012. Really interested in going to Maryland and having the opportunity to have you see me play and get the chance to talk to you. My team will be at Mid-Atlantic Tournament, July 20th through 21st. Here's my schedule, my number 2, just so that they can know exactly who you are, what position you are. Oh, I'm a midfielder, I take the draw. So your name, your team, your number, what position you play, and where you're gonna be. That's gonna be the easiest way for them to be able to find you. They have so many people to look at that giving them kind of a clear-cut roadmap is gonna be helpful for you and super helpful for them. In terms of after September 1st, it depends on whether they've reached out to you personally or not. Either way, I'd say, hi, thank you so much either for reaching out to me or for watching me this summer. Really interested in learning more about Cornell, Harvard, Syracuse, Stanford, whatever it is. I would love to get the opportunity to talk to you. My number is blah, blah, blah. My email is blah, blah, blah. My club coach is so-and-so. His or her contact information is so-and-so. Just again, so that they have that clear, concise way to find you, to get in contact with you, and to discuss kind of their school and what they're interested in. So I get asked all the time what college coaches look for. And, you know, depending on the program, coaches look for different things, but there are some consistencies across the board. One is how hard you work. Are you a hard worker? Are you a determined, gritty, competitive player? Or are you lazy? Do you let things slip by? Do you not go after every ground ball? You only do the easy things. Your attitude, are you positive? Are you making your teammates better? Do you have a positive impact on the people around you and the game? Or are you yelling at officials? Are you palms upping officials? Are you talking back to your parents? Are you yelling at your coach? Are you yelling at your teammates? Are you respectful? Do you clean up after the bench? Do you say hi to parents when they walk by you? Do you talk to your opponents before the game? Are you kind, or are you a little standoffish? Big thing that they recruit is just, yeah, they recruit talent, but they also recruit, you know, lacrosse IQ. And can you think a couple steps ahead? Can you play at a fast pace and make decisions quickly and make them smart more often than not? And you know, the big thing that I think kids don't worry or think about are their parents. So college coaches recruit parents, and they will recruit or not recruit kids based on their parents' actions, family members' actions on the sidelines. You know, they're on the opposite sidelines a lot of the time, and they hear, you know, the rumblings and the yelling and the screaming at refs. And if it gets bad enough, I have seen coaches kind of cross names off because they don't want to deal with it. So parents, this is more so for you. You get recruited as well. So make sure that, you know, what you're doing and your behavior on the sideline positively reflects your kid. But I think, you know, that attitude, the skill, the lacrosse IQ, that respect and kind of passion for the game are all things that they're looking for. And different programs weight differently, but that's generally the consensus. All right, so that's a wrap, kind of recruiting 101. You know, what juniors can expect, what coaches look for, best camps. Tried to cover as many of the questions as I possibly could. If you guys have more, comment below, and I can always do a second round of this video. But stay tuned for more videos next week. I'll see you next time. Bye.